Hello, welcome to this next edition of Fun with the Pilates Toning Tower. So today's class is going to emphasize more upper body and the abs. Also part of the core, which is front body, back body from your pits to your hips. So how I have this set up is I've got the handles on first. And we will come back and use your roll down bar. So have that close by. We'll do that with core work towards the end. And then a little note about the springs. So I have a different set of springs on today than what comes with this apparatus. So these springs come in 3 different lengths, different tensions. These long ones here are the ones that came with the toning tower. There are a slightly shorter set, which is what I have on today, and an even shorter set, which is a little bit more challenging. And these are available for purchase separately from this. So if you've been using the ones that have come with it for a while and I'm just not getting enough challenge anymore, try to see if you can get the different spring sizes, different tensions, and then take your practice up a notch. So I'm just going to put these to the side. We're not going to use the different springs today, but I just wanted you to be aware of those options. So for the upper body part of this class, we're going to do all of that standing. So I'm going to stand on the inside of my mat here. We're going to use the bar today. So not too far away, but you don't want to be too close in here either. So kind of a comfortable distance. And your feet can be about hip width apart. They can be a little bit wider. Be where you're comfortable. But we're going to zip up through the front body. And my knees are always soft, so I never want to lock them out here. We're just going to kind of warm up the mid body a little bit with a little bit of stretch work. So we'll take that arm up. We're just going to side bend into the bar and then come back. And we'll inhale and exhale and come back. Inhale, exhale, come back to standing again. Inhale, exhale, and come back to standing here. Good. So for this next one, you can get the counter stretch a couple different ways. You can hold onto the bar, just take your hips over and kind of counter stretch that way, or you can release from the bar, taking it up and counter stretch this way. So find what feels good to you. Usually that's going to mean wherever you're stable. And then from here, using those obliques, so side abs, we're going to come all the way back up. Good. Now, I'm going to, just so that I don't have my back turned to you, you're welcome to stay on your blue mat. I'm just going to kind of walk around here just so we can get that other side. So from here, comfortable distance. Inhale, exhale, side bend into the bar, and come down. And we'll come up and we'll side bend to the bar, and come down, and side bend, and come down, moving with the breath. Let's take one more. Take it in side bend, and come down. Good. So remember your options. You can stay on the bar and just take the hips towards the tower, or you can release and just get that side bend over. Good. And then using your obliques, your side abs, to come all the way back up. Good. From here, we're going to just kind of go into a little bit of rotation here. So just so I have a wider base of support, I am going to take my feet a little bit wider. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. So I'm not trying to take the elbows out at their widest possible, but they're not close into the ears either. And I want to be able to comfortably relax my shoulders down here. So again, my knees are soft. I'm zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel. And I'm just going to rotate. And I'm trying to keep my hips forward here for right now. Now, if you're someone like me that tends to get motion sickness when you do this movement, it's okay to close your eyes. Good. Now, you can stay with this, or maybe you want to let the hips get into it. If you're letting the hips get into it, your knees are just going to naturally want to bend with you, and let them do so. Good, and coming back to center, arms long out to the side. We're gonna take some little circles here. So there's little tiny circles to the front. You still are firing up your abs here just so that you're not flopping around like a fish. So you're using that core stability to keep that rib cage in. Good. Let's take that in the opposite direction. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to step back away from here just so you can better see what I'm doing. We're going to take the arms to the side, palms turning up, hands to shoulders. Move those elbows forward and back. Good. Think about separating the shoulder blades when you're here. Think about squeezing them together when you're here. Good. And then maybe you want to take these into some big circles now. Good, and maybe opposite direction. Good, taking the arms out in the goalpost, we're just gonna reach and pull down, and reach and pull down, and reach and pull down, and reach and pull down. Good, just shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Good, we're gonna get right into the workout now. So we're going to face the tower. We're gonna grab our straps here. So remember, now I've got, a heavier spring on here than what comes with the tower. So, but everything else is the same. So the closer you stand to the tower, the easier you make something. The farther away you stand back from it, the harder you make something. So be mindful, and it might take you a few times to figure out where you need to be. And you might have to come forward and back with different exercises as well. Totally normal. You'll see me doing that all the time. And it's always okay if you need to step back, if this is where you need to be too. Just be mindful of where you are just so that you don't fall off here. It is a little bit of a step. So from here, because I'm on a tighter spring, I don't want to be too far away. I'm going to take my feet about hip width apart or slightly wider. Good. I'm zipping up through that front body. My knees are soft, so they're not locked and pressing out here. I'm just going to roll my shoulders back. Good. My palms are going to be to the side, and then I'm really going to engage the triceps as I press back. Good. And I'm using my core to stabilize me here so I don't kind of come forward or do this number here. So you want to be nice, stable, and strong. And here's 3, pressing evenly both sides. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I should have also said here too before we got started, I'm going to count a lot of these sets to maybe 10. If 4 really good ones, it's all you can do, please stay there. Quality over quantity will get you results faster than plowing through something just to get to a number in bad form. We also do not want to work through pain, so be mindful of that as well. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to step back a little bit more here. I'm going to take a little bit of a wider stance just so I'm a little bit more stable. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to lift a little bit. Good. I'm zipping up through the front body, and I'm going to just pull straight back. Good. And let's have the palms facing each other too. I'm just going to pull straight back. Now, if you want a little bit more challenge, remember you can always come up towards the D ring where you're sewn together here as well. That will also give you a little bit more challenge. Good. I'm just going to pull and squeeze. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Good. We're going to take that into single arm pulls now. I'm going to start with the left side because that's the side facing the camera. So my right arm is just going to stay long. I'm just going to pull back. Good. No rotation. Shoulders and sternum stay forward. Hips stay forward. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm stopping there because we're going to do another round here in a moment. Going to the other side. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to pull up. Elbows are going to come out to the side. And for this one, I'm going to come in a little bit closer. Good. So from here, I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift those elbows. 9 and 10. Good. From here, I'm just going to relax my right side. We're going to take that single arm onto the left side. I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. I'll relax that side, coming into the other side. You remember, elbow and shoulder height, approximate there. Good. And we've got 8, 7, zip up through the front body, 6, 5, 4, soft knees, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, just roll those shoulders back, forward and backwards. I think I'm doing the opposite of what I said, but that's okay. Good. From here, we're going to turn around and we're going to face the opposite direction. Good. So from here, let's just take a little stretch. So I'm just going to take my arms to the side. I'm going to walk forward until my arms come behind me, and I'm feeling that nice little stretch in the front of the shoulder. Maybe take a big breath, expanding that rib cage. Good. And then from here, I'm going to walk it back in. Good. So we're going to continue to build on that stretch, but we don't want to do this next exercise being too far away. As we go along here, we're going to take this in stages. So if something no longer feels good to you, please do not move on to the next stage. That doesn't make any sense. So stop where your body needs you to stop. And remember too, if you will know you're too far out pretty quickly, your shoulder will let you know. So come in closer to your tower if you need to do that. So I'm going to take the arms out to the side here. I'm going to take a big inhale. Exhale, I'm just going to do as a little side bend here, and I'm coming towards my right, and then coming back to center, and to the left, and center, to the right, and center, and left, and center. If that was enough for you, stay there. Ignore everything else I'm getting ready to say. Those that are ready to move on will move on with me. So arms out to the side. Good. Take it over to the right. Maybe you rotate just a little bit and come in. Belly button stays in. Zip up from pubic bone behind the navel, taking it over. Just a little bit of rotation and come back. Come to the other side. Just a little rotation. Center. Other side. A little bit of rotation and center. If that's enough for you, you'll stay right there. Those of you that are okay with moving on, will move on with me. And from here, coming back over. All the way into the rotation. Your opposite knee will bend with you. Let it, and we'll come up and take it to the other side. Good, and moving it up and over. One of my favorite exercises on the tower. Good, we'll just do one more round here for good measure because they do feel so good. Good, and then coming back up. And then one more time, we'll walk it out, find your stretch. And we're going to come back in. Good. From here, we're going to get into bicep curls from here. So you'll probably want to come out a little bit. For these bicep curls, I'm going to let my elbows come behind me. Good. So from here, I'm going to extend. Good. And then I'm going to bend. And extend and bend. And I'm zipped up. It's okay to be in a lean. I think this is 4. And we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We'll come back here. Good. Take the arms out, walk it out, get your stretch. We'll come back in. We worked biceps. We got to work the triceps. So I'm going to take my hands behind my head here. You can clasp them together. You don't have to. And then from here, good. You can be in a lean if you want to. A lean means kind of a long diagonal line here. It doesn't mean this, and it doesn't mean this. So practice good form. Zipping up through your core and engaging your whole back body will help you. And then from here, I'm just going to press and press. Good. And 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We'll come back in, roll the shoulders back. We're going to do some pushing here, and we'll go into a little bit of boxing. So be mindful as how close or far away you need to be from your tower. Good. I'm going to take maybe not as wide as my mat per se, but at least hip width apart. Good. And then from here, you will come into a little bit of a lean. Okay. I'm going to take my palms facing each other. Good. And I'm going to push. And then I'm going to bring it back in. And I'm going to push and bring it back in. And push. And push. Good. I'm going to just a little bit more forward. Good. So now we're going to go to single arm push. So from here, I'm going to leave my left arm where it is. I'm just going to punch with the right. So 1, and no rotation. 2, 3, punch all the way through. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to go to rotation. Hips are going to come with you. Knees can bend. Punch all the way through. You can do it. Just like Tony Little used to say in the 90s. You can do it. Punch, 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 punch. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, we'll take that back. Good. Find your stretch once more. Good. All right. We are going to make an equipment change now. So we're going to change from our handles to our roll down bar. And I like to just kind of have them kind of close by here just so that it's a little bit of a quick change. Always make sure that you have everything in nice and tight, screwed nice and tight for your safety. Okay, so from here, now we're going to have a seat. Now, I don't have this set up for me today, but some of you, no doubt, are a lot taller than me because I'm not even 5 foot tall. So if you need to, it's just like when you're standing. So the closer you sit, the easier it is. The more you scoot away, the harder you make it. So if you need a little bit more space than what this mat provides, fill this in with some folded blankets here, just so that you have that support if you need it. Good. So from here, feet, legs can be on the outside of the bar. You can touch the bar. That's going to be up to you. Let's come into an anterior tilt of the pelvis. So that just means that the hip bones are going to rock forward and your tailbone's going to rock backwards. We're going to zip up here, rolling the shoulders back, and we're going to articulate this down. Good. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of going off my mat a little bit, but I have pretty good body awareness, so I'm not going to collapse through there. And nodding the chin, and I'm going to peel up one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to come all the way forward. From here, I'm just going to go right into the next one. And then notice yourself here, because I'm not there to correct you and see. Are you lowering down and coming back up through center, or is the stronger part of your body trying to take over? Good. Good. And I'm just going to pause here. Okay, I'm going to scoot in just a little bit more. Good. So we're going to take long spine, hip hinges here, and we're going to add on a chest pull. So I'm just going to hinge back. I'm going to my personal limit. My core is fired up. I'm going to pull, lengthen, and lift. Hinge, pull, lengthen, lift. Hinge, pull, lengthen, lift. Hinge, pull, lengthen, lift. From here, we're going to go into, I believe this is called around the world, but from here, good. I'm going to go ahead and kind of steer my bar towards the left, which happens to be the side towards the screen here. Good. I'm going to keep both hips grounded on this mat at all times. So I'm going to kind of lean down towards the left. I'm keeping a long spine. I'm moving through center. And I'm going to come up a little bit here to the right. I'm going to go down, coming back center, come to the left. There's one. We're going to try for 6 and 2. Stay with the breath. Nice tight abs. Belly button into the spine. Here's 3. Relax the shoulders. 4. 5. Hips stay grounded. And last one, going into 6. Good. I'm going to come all the way back up, and I'm going to fold forward. Good. Before we go into 100s and a core variation here, let's take the arms out to the side. We're going to just do one saw on each side. So I'm going to rotate. I'm going to round and reach. Breathe and expand that rib cage. Coming back to center, or rotate other side, round and reach, hips stay grounded. Breathe and expand through that rib cage. And we'll come up. Great work. From here, we are going to 100s with this bar. So I'm going to scoot in just a little bit. Good. So I'm going to kind of also bend my knees here. So some of you, again, you'll need to be supported back. There's some blankets or something can come all the way down here. Maybe knees are bent, and maybe this is where you're going to work. Maybe you choose to take your legs at a diagonal. That's going to be harder. Or maybe you choose one leg at a time. So I'm going to demo one leg at a time. So if you want to follow that one, halfway through, we'll switch our legs. So choosing where you want to be here, choosing where you need to be, big inhale, exhale. And on this one too, I'm just going to stay in a C curve. I'm not going to take my back all the way down. So find where you're good. Good. I'm going to start with my right leg long to begin. Good. I'm going to start pumping here. Belly button in. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 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 Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both feet down. Lift a little higher. Lengthen those legs. Fold forward. Whew. All right. We're going to go back again and put a bend in the knees. Good. We're going to take this down. Good. So I'm back in a little bit of a C curve here. I'm lifting that upper body. Good. From here, I have my right leg long. Good. From here, I'm going to pull in and lift. And lift. And lift. Now, add the bend knee and lift. And 2. And 3. And 4. Woo. and 6. Whew. Take that down. I'm going to come all the way down here. Even though my head's not really supported, this still feels really good. Good. So from here, when you're ready, guiding the chin, we're going to take that to the other side. Good. So find your little C curve, find your left. Left leg's going to be long. Good. And when you're ready, we'll lift and pull. Lift and pull. Lift and pull, working core and upper body together. Lift and pull. Good. We're bending the knee. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Taking that down. Find that break. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to nod the chin. I'm going to let my legs just come long here, and I'm going to come all the way up and fold. Okay. I am going to slide this pole underneath here. Good. We're going to come to 1 extension move here just to stretch the front body. And then we'll do teaser preps and we'll be all done. And yes, I do squeak here. I do need some WD-40. Good. So actually, we're going to bring this here. We're going to come belly down, my bad. I got a little bit of ahead of myself. Good. So before I show you the bar option, let me show you another option that sometimes is a little bit better for people with shoulder issues. So this is the mat work version of this extension. So you'll take your hands under your shoulders, you'll walk them a little forward, and you'll come to the edge of your mat. Elbows are going to relax. You'll lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through that low body, belly button in, pubic bone into your mat. Maybe you come just a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe up here. Careful we're not here and that you're not hanging in the low back. So you want to be supported. Okay. So for some people, coming in and out of there is going to feel better to you than this. So I'm going to come in a little closer. I'm going to take my bar forward. I'm going to lengthen through my low body, belly button is in. And then from here, as I lift my upper body, that bar comes in closer to me. And then I'm going to lengthen. Good. Wherever you're going to go here, there's your 1. We'll take it for 2, 3, and 4. And take that down. Good. Now come onto your back. Good. Get settled in, a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take that push through bar now. Good. Knees can be bent or you can extend the legs long. So from here, actually, let's all just do 1 bent knee one. Zip up through the front body, big inhale, exhale, nod that chin, and you're going to lift. And you're getting a little bit of a stretch here with the upper body as well. If you need to, this is where you know if you need to be farther away or closer in. And coming back down. Let's take that one more time now that we haven't made any adjustments that we need. And we'll take it up and take it down. Good. From here, when you're ready, you can take 1 leg at a time. We're going to do this 6 times. So if you want to do just 1 leg instead of 2 legs, you'll do 3 times on one side and then you'll switch to the other. You can also keep the knees bent and keep doing that one. Otherwise, legs are going to come long here. When you bring the legs in, you can bend in the knees or that long lever lift. You choose. Inhale, exhale, coming up and lower. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Whew. And lower that back down. Great work, everybody here. Watch your head as you push that bar back in. Good. Going into just a little bit of a stretch here. Take your knees into your chest. We'll rock, 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 side to side. Gently take head and neck from side to side. Good. Maybe take hands to the knees. Make some little circles. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, I'm going to take my feet as wide as the mat. If you need to be on the floor, that's okay too. Arms up to the side. Let those knees come to one side. Just a little twisty. Coming back center, using your core muscles. Go to the other side. And coming back center. Good. From here, I'm going to roll over to my side and come to a seat. Good. Sit however it is that you're comfortable. Good. We're going to stretch out the upper body a little bit more here, taking the arms out to the side and just find that rotation. Good. Taking the arms forward, clasping the hands, press away and around. Good. Taking the arms up overhead. Good. Taking the palms together, bending those elbows, tricep stretch. Good. Coming up, taking hands behind you, because I will show you this from a different angle. So you can be here. This is all about how your range of motion is. So you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, rolling back and press. And then from here, when you're ready, good. Just take some nice shoulder rolls. We'll take them in the opposite direction. Good, little bit of a neck stretch here. Just taking the hands to the side, big inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center, left ear, left shoulder. Good, coming back to center. Let's take that chin to the chest. Good, and then we'll take the gaze and the chin where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe taking that jaw forward. Good, and then from here, whenever you're ready, you have made it. Thank you so much for joining me today with this tower, Pilates tower here for upper body and core. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much. Have a good day.